still move it? Yeah, you can.
All right.
That's cool.
Welcome to this live stream at AntiBadExperience. Here we are, ready to work towards causing the outcome of total peace for every life.
And delete the timer, maybe. Is it possible?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
How? Because it's like blocking the thing.
30 seconds more, I guess.
But it's still gonna be there then.
So, let's read it, what we have in the background then.
Yeah, but we still have to remove this.
In 20 seconds, it's gonna be gone.
Okay, if you say so. We have one request right away. Donald's Pump. Hello.
Just a simple question for you. Does consent matter?
What was the question?
Yeah, does consent matter?
It's dependent on the situation because
No,
preventing
just a
suffering is
simple
the only
yes or
thing that
no.
matters.
Does consent matter? Do you care about
Life is a
consent?
violation of consent. You don't
Yeah,
get to
I
go on
agree.
with your
Babies can't
consent. You're not.
consent. But does consent matter?
We just answered your question.
Preventing
You
suffering
said
matters.
Preventing
life,
suffering
you
matters.
can't. Yeah, you can't consent to life. Babies can't consent. So consent doesn't matter. We should kill everything, right?
We told you
your
life
worldview, you
violates
have to take
consent
the
more.
position that consent doesn't
Rape
matter.
is against consent. To starve is against consent. To die is against consent, right?
Oh yeah, great.
Life
But you still
violates the
have
consent
to, like, your
far more.
worldview, you don't like consent. You have to take the, either you say consent matters and you'd contradict yourself, or you say consent doesn't matter.
No,
Preventing the greater suffering matters. Preventing the greater consent violation matters.
Yeah, this is exactly what Nietzsche warned us about. Do you see how you can't like answer simple questions? So consent doesnn't matter.
You're
Is that
mumbling.
true?
We can understand what you're saying.
Consent doesn't matter.
Oh,
It
consent
prevents the
doesn't matter.
suffering.
Great. So do you
No.
do you want to really push that?
Okay, thanks for
It's a moron, yeah.
having some high thoughts.
Life is a consent violation machine. Like, he's acting like life never violates consent. Like, everything that happens in life is without consent for most of us. Natural death is without consent. Birth is without consent. If consent violation matters, then it's still choosing the lesser evil. But consent doesn't matter. It's about preventing suffering, right?
I think someone else is requesting a discussion.
Okay.
Hello, Crystal.
I think this is a troll.
Hello.
Hello.
I wanted to ask if hypergamy is the reason why you look like this, why you think like this.
It's the same. It's the troll from my live stream.
Okay, so you can see our background. You can see what our movement is working to achieve, what we're working towards. If you have any questions, it's the best time to ask, or you can comment later or reach out for a long-term discussion later after this live stream is done. At the Linktr.ee Proextinction, there is also more linked main sources of our activism, main resources. Let us know why you're here, what you think.
What about organisms that are unable to feel physical pain? It's not about physical pain, it's about suffering. And of course it's about sentience. A rock doesn't matter, a plant doesn't matter. Sentient beings matter, and they're the ones that are experiencing the suffering.
No arguments against the fact, the ultimate fact, that we have to solve everybody's suffering by any means necessary. And by realistic means, there is the forceful total extinction of all life that can end everyone's suffering. Our movement is working to achieve this. We're gathering intelligence, progressing, developing. You can research us at proextinction.com.
How far do you think you guys will get? Extinction is a 100% surety. It's just a matter of how fast are we gonna get, how far are we gonna get. How fast will it happen? It depends on activism, it depends on scientific research, on physical laws, on what is possible, what is not possible, right? But extinction on Earth, for example, this is for 100% possible. It's just about how much we can do, how optimal it can be. But if we see society always progresses towards rationality, towards empathy, yeah, and we're gonna get that extinction. Someone is gonna do it.
Yes, and the only intelligence is by the pro-extinction social justice movement. What else can you suggest, or is there any other movement working towards achieving total peace?
We shouldn't hold the mic, it will be like a weird sound. Just clip it here, you are more quieter than me, and I will talk loudly. Please go first and show us the way. We're showing you the way by developing the social justice movement for forcefully causing total extinction of all life so that there's no suffering. But if we kill ourselves, life will still continue. Suffering will still continue. Child rape will still continue.
Yeah. So, forceful total extinction of every life is the only thing to end all suffering. Unless you prove us wrong. Without it, we're skeptic about it.
What's your plan? User 119, come up, we're gonna explain it to you. Request a discussion. God will make the earth and heavens dissolve and pass away and create a new heaven and earth. God is your delusion. Something like this doesn't exist. There is no spirituality. There is nothing like this. Every time we touch the mic, it's extremely loud for them. We shouldn't touch the mic at all.
Yeah, you adjust it. I'm not sure where to put this.
Just put it here. We're not leftist. We're anti-suffering. Cats, come here if you have an argument against our manifesto.
There's someone in the queue, I think.
Oh, user 119. Okay. Hello.
Yo.
Hi.
What's up?
So like, what's your plan to like, I guess like to go out with all this like extinction? Like, do you expect people like to like kill themselves?
It's not about killing somebody. It's about scientifically determine the most vast and most thorough extinction, and for that we need to recruit people from different fields, from different stuff that they can do, and for that we do activism, and then it's gonna figure out how vast and thorough it will be possible, and then we fight to achieve it by any means necessary.
All right. But like,
euthanasia is already possible, right? There are many different kinds. You can euthanize somebody, they don't suffer anymore. It's just about scaling it up, making it more vast, more thorough, ensuring that life doesn't come back. There are many methods we can think about, but we can just not predict the future. It may be AGI. It definitely will be AGI playing a great role. It can be a vacuum decay. It can be strange matter. We don't know what happens in the future, right? That's why we do activism, to get more brains together on this, to work on ethically causing total extinction, to prevent all suffering and all bad experiences.
right? How do you plan to convince people?
We're not able to convince anyone. In reality, we're all physically, biologically predetermined. It's just a matter of rationalizing people and working together when we get to know our societal progress.
Yeah, I don't.
What do you
to
say?
be
What should
honest,
we be working towards?
the whole idea doesn't make sense because like,
Why doesn't it make sense? It's not about convincing. We'll not convince any sadists. We will not convince any religious, delusional people. We're just gathering rational empaths and then forcing change. What's not understandable about this?
I mean, all right. I mean, I guess. All right. Have a good day.
Okay. Bye. No more suffering. F. Aligo. Join the pro-extinction movement. Do what you stand for. Fight for ending suffering for all. I will turn on the light.
If you have any argument, any point that you can prove for providing safety, we're waiting for it.
Of course, come up. We're gonna talk to you. Suffering is inevitable with or without living. What do you mean without living? When there's nobody to experience anything, how can they experience suffering? What do you mean? Thoughts on Nietzsche. It's not about some person, it's not about some philosopher, it's about ending suffering. We don't need a authority to tell us what's right or wrong. It's just about rational thinking. It's about objective facts. Right? Suffering is bad, suffering is inevitable, and it should end. Isn't the point of life to suffer though? So the point of life is to get raped, to get tortured, to starve. What do you mean point of life? Should that, just because it is the way, it doesn't have to be this way. Invisible, not here anymore.
We know that solving suffering is the only thing that matters.
Total extinction, yes. Do activism. Why the fuck is it so?
Yeah, by causing forceful total extinction, every life can be provided safety. By putting everyone to sleep is the only outcome that can bring about prevention of the greater suffering. We have started a long time ago. The pro-extinction social justice movement is growing exponentially.
Where do we go when we're extinct? What if suffering is worse after extinction? Well, if nobody exists, how can they experience suffering? It's the same question. We just go into nothingness. It's just the exact state we had before we were born, basically. We're starting fighting against suffering. What do you do?
What work have you done?
How would you go about implementing the first stage of extinction? Well, we have to euthanize animals, we have to create ecological dead zones, reduce animal populations to solve their suffering, and then we're gonna start implementing total extinction. We have to figure it out by science, by the scientific method. Our energy remains. Nobody cares about energy, it's about sentience, it's about not experiencing anything. And being free from suffering. Steven, we're not utilitarianism. People, come up and debate us if you have any good points for suffering. It's not about us. If we get euthanized, still animals are gonna suffer.
Everybody's suffering matters. That's why we are working towards total prevention of suffering, total safety. In a lifeless universe, when there's no more living beings at constant risks of suffering, of extremely bad experiences, the danger that is the biological, physical component of life, the pro-life system, we must fight against it, solve it at any means necessary. I think when we're gonna sit back like here without focusing the light on our faces, then it's gonna be okay.
I try to put this off.
So what do you think, viewers? Do you have any relevant points? Questions? Not of humans. We don't care about any species. We only care about preventing the greater suffering by the most effective means.
What about microorganisms? They will continue. Yeah, we have to ensure that life doesn't come back, that evolution is unable to happen. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's unacceptable to allow even the risk of the extreme danger that are experiences of suffering. As long as life exists, they're inevitable. So we must wipe out all life, annihilate every potential sufferer, every life victim. There is no other solution.
I live in Germany, they live in Poland, it doesn't matter. Come up and request a discussion. Do plants suffer? No, they do not, on our scientific consensus. Maybe they can evolve into sufferers, maybe they do suffer. That's why they also have to go.
Of course, there is no... what's it called? The...
Proof?
Yeah, there is no proof that plants are capable of a nervous system experiencing survival or having to avoid you know what is bad experience, emotional pain, exhaustion, suffocation. There are countless forms of suffering.
Who decides what suffers? Sentience, this is what matters.
And as long as all life exists, all the sentient life, so living beings, then compassionate people, intelligence, has to survive until causing the total outcome of peace. That's total extinction. How can you solve any suffering, everybody's suffering, without causing extinction of every life? The most helpless living beings deserve intervention, being put to sleep as priority. So the human intelligence and developing artificial intelligence is going to progress pro-extinction. There is no other anti-suffering movement, there is no other suffering abolition in reality. So, forceful total extinction of all life is the right thing to do, as it ends all suffering. Hello, invisible. What's up? Hello?
Is invisible not talking?
Seems like it's loading. So, still no reason against fighting for the outcome of total peace by any means necessary, by putting everyone to sleep realistically. Let's try maybe, yeah, like this, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's kick this invisible person out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. People talk to us that we're the violent one, we're the chaotic one, and then they type we should just kill ourselves and then all suffering will be gone. So delusional and stupid.
Yeah. There's no point in us being gone when there's people like this in this world. You're just validating our point by that.
They will never fight against suffering, they will just allow it. So cause it basically. They're the rapists, they're the evil persons, they're the people who torture other people, who make everybody sick.
They're not even trying to defend themselves.
Yeah, there are sadists, unfortunately. There are sadists in this world. So how can we fight against suffering without causing total extinction, total euthanasia for all? It's the only source of suffering. Life is the source of suffering.
Just denying it doesn't prove your point.
Why not just take care of the bad people? What do you mean bad people? Is nature a bad people we can take care of? Is cancer, natural catastrophes are bad people? We can't find every sadist, we can't find every rapist. They shouldn't suffer too, nobody should suffer. We cannot make sure that suffering is at 0 without causing total extinction of all life. At a soup kitchen helping. Good deeds aren't helping anybody. They just transfer the suffering, make us feel good, but global problems, they count.
Yeah, so we're debating how to solve all suffering realistically. We support the scientific method. By putting everyone to sleep and sterilizing all the dangerous environments, we must gather the necessary intelligence.
Handing
For
out
that.
water is more worth your time than this. Handing out water will not help anybody. We just hand out water and they suffer too. There's still starvation, there's still dehydration, right? We've been handing out water since thousands of years. Still there's problems. We haven't solved anything, right? Instead of always curing diseases and curing wounds, we should prevent them from coming into existence in the first place.
Can you maybe hold this instead of just me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was holding both of our weight like that. So, someone is saying, if you can see how you're still helping some people, you are too far gone. So how are we helping anyone? Well, you're saying we can hand out water, and the next day you're saying that they're not going to get thirsty again? You're deluded. Hello,
Hey there.
guest.
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah. So, how are you calculating whether something is worth existing or not? I have a huge echo. I don't know if you guys can fix that.
We couldn't right now, but I guess it's still fine. So how can we calculate what existence is worth it? No existence is worth it. It's for everybody better to not come into existence. They are in 100% peace when they're not existing, and then they get forced to exist, to suffer, to have the risk of potentially experience torture. So we just have to prevent everybody from coming into existence by euthanasia for all. And the pleasures can never justify the suffering, so nobody should exist to be safe and from suffering.
What I'm hearing is that you haven't done any calculation, and you also believe that before someone is born, they exist.
No, they don't exist. That's the whole point. They
So then,
don't
how
have
are they
any
forced into
experience.
the existence if they didn't exist before they existed?
Because allowing suffering is the same as causing it. When you let birth happen, you're causing everything that follows.
Yes, but no one was in existence to be forced to do anything before they were born.
So we have to go back to that state for everybody.
What is your point? You're denying birth. You say people cannot come from
No,
non-existence
you're saying
to
that
existence.
people
What's your
were
point?
forced into existence, but no one was there to be
Yeah.
forced into anything before they existed.
Yeah, but after that they do exist, and after that they are imposed into a life.
Okay,
of
so
suffering.
then we could talk about their existence after they exist, but you can't talk about someone
Yeah,
being
we are
forced
talking
into
about it.
existence.
You're just not able to focus on solving the only problem that there is. Everybody's suffering.
This is just some wordplay. This is basic logic. If you force somebody into life, they will suffer. Before that, they were not suffering. What do you mean?
Basic logic means you can't force someone into something if they don't exist.
So birth is not there. What do you mean? There's no birth. We're not existing at all. What do you mean?
Okay, so you're giving up on your argument that people are forced into existence.
No, we're not. You can tell it how you can word it however you want, but you're from zero suffering, from non-existence, you get forced, or you transfer to suffering. That's the point of it.
Okay, you have no argument. Thanks for not thinking this through. Maybe someone else had some question from this point that we're displaying at the background still. Or anyone can still challenge or change our course of action to
Hello.
abolish all suffering.
Hello.
Hi, do you have questions, arguments?
Yeah, I'm arguing. I'm questioning, like, how do you end the existence for all life? Is it just human existence, or is it for every?
It's about
other
all
animal?
sentience. All life that is capable of suffering should get euthanized.
But is it?
Yeah, we are working towards.
Is it possible to end all life?
Yes.
It's possible as vast as follow. Like what we cannot do, we cannot do. What is in our power, we can do, right? If it's only the planet Earth, if it's only our solar system, if it's
Yes,
only two planets, we don't know it yet. That's why we do activism.
I'm talking about on planet Earth, looking at all those animals that we have and all the species that we have in the oceans and in the microbes that we have. Those microbes, I think, if you believe in evolution, they will still grow and become other animals that will still exist, and they will still have some form of suffering that they will have.
Who said that we are allowing, by our solution, the risk of life re-emerging to suffer?
We have to create ecological dead zones and prevent evolution from happening.
Yeah, sterilize all the dangerous environments.
Do you think that's actually possible?
Yes, it is.
Based on
It's not about what we think, it's about facts. Why shouldn't it be possible, right?
Say it again.
Why shouldn't it be possible? It's not about what we think, it's about facts. Why in an ecological dead zone, how can there come life?
I don't think it's possible based on the microbes that we have on this earth. There are microbes that don't suffer.
We have not caused the total extinction yet, you know.
No, looking at all the microbes that we have on this planet, there are some that can withstand some, what is this case? Some extreme conditions.
Yeah, extreme environments.
They won't die under
So do you think there is any other goal that we should work towards that can ensure that life is not going to suffer ever again?
I don't think it's possible. I think suffering is just there, and it's something that
It's just what?
It's
just there.
Yeah,
we should just accept it because you think that it's not possible. We have erased many different species from this planet without even trying. We have made many species extinct. We can just sterilize the planet, but we have to like scale it up, right?
I don't know. Just the human race is just another catalyst for ending other species' life, but I don't think we can end all life on Earth.
Why?
Based on the conditions that we have, the microbes, the other organisms that can stand all the other harsh conditions and still.
So we have to euthanize the microbes too. What do you mean? Why shouldn't that be possible?
Like the microbes, they can still be available and they still suffer in some way.
Yeah, so we have to make sure that there are no microbes. That's the whole point of the
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There are microbes that can stand all those harsh conditions and they won't be able to die.
So I think that making environments sterile is not something that's realistic. But we are going to still develop and progress scientific methods to ensure that it's possible at the widest scale, at the most thorough scale for everybody, possibly.
Yeah. If you cause a false vacuum decay, for example, or if we use AGI, we use strange matter, there's no possibility for any microbes to survive this. Right? We just have to be thorough and vast, of course. We cannot just throw around some nuclear bombs. Life will ensure back. Life will come back. We have to find more vast and more thorough extinction. Dr. Iridium, are you pro-extinction? Aya, are you Aya in the WhatsApp group? Is this the Aya from the WhatsApp group from Arabia? I don't know.
Let us know if you can create some other language content creation of explaining our social justice progress, about progressing our anti-suffering movement.
Dr. Iridium, same for you. It's not about understanding and saying, I'm pro-extinctionist, I would press the red button. That's not going to help anybody. The thing is to actually do activism. So go on the site, proextinction.com, join our Discord, join our WhatsApp, and start doing activism, start doing content on TikTok, on other social medias. Start helping us with activism to grow the movement, to make it actually possible to extinct all life, to prevent them from ever suffering again.
You can provide proof if you are still trying to argue so emotionally by saying we're wrong or that we're far gone. Can you provide proof for your reasoning?
This is my non-activist account. Okay, so please share your activist accounts. Send it to us. Yeah, I would agree with you, Aya. Clumsy Corgi, you can suffer at any time. Tomorrow you can get cancer. Tomorrow your parents can die. Then you will suffer. Also, you still have needs and desires to fulfill, right? And it's not only about us privileged elite people. It's about the animals in the wild getting torn apart. It's about the children that are raped. It's about the chicks that are suffocating and ground alive. Bless.
What's up, Bless?
Hello.
Hello.
So
What's up? Do you have a question?
you know how we don't even know if there is. Yeah.
Can you repeat?
We don't even know how if there are other. We don't even know if there is life or if there is not life in the universe, right?
There is life. What do you mean?
You mean outside of Earth, or what do you mean?
Yeah. We have proof for that. There have been found biological components of life from beyond our solar system.
Well, there's not proof, but the evidence is really high, and we have to figure it out where's life, where's not life, and we have to sterilize all the dangerous environments to prevent also alien lives from suffering if they have the capability to suffer, right? As fast as far as possible.
So we can never be sure, right?
What do you mean we can never be sure? Physics and stuff, they are sure of some things, we just have to develop the science, we have to develop
given the vastness of the universe and all.
What are you talking about?
Given the vastness of the universe and all, we can never be sure that we have erased all life.
Yeah, that's why we have to work as fast as far as possible. We're not making any false claims. We're gonna sterilize this much of the universe at this day. We have to be as fast as far as possible. Maybe it will be a step-by-step extinction. We don't know yet. That's why we do activism, to gather more brains on this.
What do you think we should be working towards to solve the suffering of?
It is far.
It's what? Okay, he's just not saying anything, I guess.
Saying that solving the only problem in the world that's everybody's suffering is something far-fetched.
And then those people say we can just solve suffering, we can just create a utopia when there's life, it will all be Disneyland. We can just remove suffering genes or whatever. Rape isn't that bad. We can solve it by increasing police, by doing communism, by giving rights or something like that. You didn't say that, I just say that some people like to say that.
Just no responsibility on the realistic basis, no scientific proof, nothing that can really be effective for the for solving every victim's bad experience.
Mumuko, we also invite you to come up and prove your point, but I guess you're just a moronic troll anyway, so I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, people are walking in and out of this live stream. What are your thoughts? Do you have any questions? It's a great time to ask while we're still here live streaming, available to answer your questions or engage in a debate. You are not proving any point.
Aya, why don't you? Aya is pro-extinction, there's nothing to debate about. Aya is doing activism. Aya is on the side of the victims suffering. The victims of forced existence of extreme suffering. And you are the perpetrator here, you want them to suffer forever. There's only two options. Either you decide for extinction, for non-existence, for peace for everybody, eternal peace, or for eternal suffering, life. Yeah, we have to advance our knowledge, figure how to end our life. That's what we're doing with the pro-extinction movement.
Yeah, abolishing all suffering the most effectively possible is the only thing that matters. Realistically, ending all life can prevent suffering from continuing.
We have the Mumuko, should I accept?
Let's see if they thought out anything. Maybe they didn't say something in the chat.
Hello.
Hello. So, can I ask, what is the most suffering you guys have been through?
It's not about us. What about
no,
my suffering is maybe...
No, it doesn't matter. what matters is, why are you guys taking this stance personally? Let's ignore everyone else in this. Why are you
Because
guys...
we're not egoistic.
Okay, so I'll just say this. I am a sex trafficking survivor. I've been through probably more hell than you and the rest of your followers have been. I've been through a lot. I've been through suffering. Have I ever wanted to maybe kill myself? Absolutely. But,
Okay.
you know, I've gotten better and I've worked through stuff, and I think life is worth living. I don't think this is something you guys can police on other people. Yeah, like...
So you're saying essentially that you can police on everybody, so they can continue being at the risk of getting trafficked again, and they can be at risk of wanting to kill themselves again.
What I'm saying
because
is,
you're not
instead of
saying
getting
any
on
solution
here
to the
and
bad
being
experiences for
stupid
everybody.
on lives, you can actually contribute. Instead of being privileged enough to not work during the day, being on a live, and basically being like, we should just all kill everyone. Why don't you guys just start with yourselves?
Okay.
Just do the
First
world
of
a
all,
favor and start
it's
with
bad
yourselves.
that you have to experience this, and it would be objectively better that you have not to experience this extreme suffering, right? And what about those that not survive, that have trauma their whole life, and they do kill themselves?
I still
And you
love
can
life.
impose life on everybody else.
And I love life. But like,
And you force others to
guys
go through the
clearly
same
are
hell
very
again by
privileged
proposing life.
Eurotrash, spending your days on here, contributing nothing to society.
Yeah, you didn't say how we can differently contribute to solving the only problem that's everybody's suffering. And obviously, when there's, in example, slavery, no one should own slaves and force anyone to be a slave.
Yeah.
And either slaves have no right to force others to get enslaved. The greatest slavery from the beginning of all time is being forced to suffer by experience.
It would be better for everybody to not experiencing sex trafficking. It's horrible that it happened to you, and it should not happen to anybody. And you not have the right to force others to go through this hell again.
Yeah, you're essentially arguing for it to happen when you're causing it by allowing it.
If you were never been born, you would be better off. I don't care if you agree or not. It's just facts.
Yeah. You have not provided any reasonable point. We're sorry for that. And of course, we're still here to hear out anyone who can contribute to solving suffering realistically.
So, do we have any more people that want to come up, ask questions? Debate's the only right thing to do, to end all suffering. By forcefully causing total extinction, annihilate every life. Maybe we can focus on the love, so we just should just ignore the suffering. You can go to the cinemas with your girlfriend, and others get raped, others get tortured, others get sex trafficked, others get eaten alive, right? Look in the wild. Look at one wildlife documentary, how horrible this is. And you just have love, just ignore everybody. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're, by opposing total extinction of every life, the movement that's working towards achieving total peace.
Why can't we just end that? Yeah, we have to end all life to end that. How can you end this instead? Come up. Do you think an utopia without any suffering is possible? The lion will just not starve from not eating the zebra. It's just your Disneyland fantasy. It's not like this.
Yeah. It's
And it will never be.
It's also back to what I was saying. When you're opposing total peace realistically by the pro-extinction movement, you essentially have to be a really bigoted, flawed, what's it called? Very, very bigoted or very helpless individual. Just simply, you're part of the pro-life system that's allowing all suffering.
How are you going to get to the kidnapped victims to end their suffering? We cannot. We can never end their suffering, except causing total extinction, preventing them from coming into existence just to suffer, get kidnapped and die, right? And what if they don't want to die after? They're not immortal, right? Every sentient being is mortal. They will die and they will have kids, and those kids will get kidnapped again. So we prevent every kidnapping, we prevent every death, every fear of death, every experience. That is bad. Balanced approach. This is... Do you really think it's balanced so that you can have fun, you can have love, and others get raped? What do you mean balanced?
There's no good thing from life other than preventing all suffering at any means necessary. That's only possible by the pro-extinction movement putting everyone to sleep and ensuring that the extreme risk of suffering is never going back. We're not trying to reach any specific place in the world. We're just uniting the intelligence that is capable to work with us into achieving this by the scientific methods.
It's not like we're gonna walk into countries and shoot everybody. That wouldn't be responsible, that wouldn't be ethical, that wouldn't end suffering at all. It's about ending suffering for every life by sterilizing all the dangerous environments by causing total extinction. Sure, best, come up. Request the discussion, but it's gonna be in English. If you want to be in German, I'm gonna be live in 1 hour. This is just like what happened to the dinosaurs. Well, an asteroid of many nuclear power has hit the Earth, and now we're here again, now we're suffering again. It's about preventing evolution, preventing life from ever coming back. So, Vespis, I will invite you. Why not include violence? Well, we're not sadists, right? If it would be violent, and it's the only option, then it has to be violence, to end all violence forever, to end all suffering. But of course it would be better if it's painless. Ah yeah, where's your activism, by the way? You also agree to this, also do some content, do some TikTok. That's what matters. To get the message out, to grow the movement, otherwise it's all gonna be worthless.
Let us know what are your areas of activism we can improve together.
But thanks that you're here, that's also kind of activism to deal with those morons in the comments.
Yeah, we need the genuine engagement in the chat and the sharing of our activism through videos, getting more reach.
What about only a little extinction, like a mini one? What do you mean mini one? So we just end suffering for some people, and then life will come back, and the other rest of the universe will just ignore. What do you mean mini extinction? You have an activism account on Instagram? That's cool. Can you share to us? Is it the one that posts James content? I don't know. Also started on TikTok. Cool that you have an activism account. Yeah, you should share it in the WhatsApp group and in the Discord also.
Abolish suffering.
Forcing death on someone who doesn't want to die is making them suffer directly or not? It does. That's what life is doing, right? They force death on others that want them to die. We're preventing this. We're choosing the lesser evil.
Yeah, the pro-life system is the pro-dying system.
Oh, Aya is Pro-Extinction Movement 345. That is really cool. Your content is great. You should also do it on TikTok. Branton? Do you mean Brandstar? Extinction 101 on TikTok? He's an activist from us. But I don't know what you mean for Brand 10. Maybe you mean the same guy, I don't know.
So we have some, like, what's it called? Constant viewers. And if you have more thoughts, or if you have any thoughts that you can share, you can type it in the chat and we can consider allowing you to have a voice with us. Speak up. Tyler's alternative is saying you're trying to create the death, not the nature which supports it. We are not supporting more dying. What do you mean? If anyone has anything on mind, it's the great time to request a discussion. We can, if you're pro-extinction, we can even brainstorm some ideas, and we have some plans on the Discord organizing areas of activism. We can also help you in improving, or we can redirect you to other activists who are more skilled at that.
Okay, I will wipe out the last of the African rhinos then. It's not about that. If you wipe out some rhinos, another species of rhinos will just use the resources and suffer instead. It's not about individual species out in euthanasia, it's about creating ecological dead zones where no rhinos and no life can ever return, and then forcefully causing extinction. of every life, of not some species. No. Just privileged white people thinks most of our activism, many of our activists are not as privileged as us. They do activism in Africa and India. It doesn't matter. We're all as privileged just because we're humans, right? So are you. And why don't we? Of course we're privileged. So it's good that we use it to help others that are not as lucky as us, right?
So intelligence must be working pro-extinction. There's really nothing else that you can achieve that can be good enough for the victims of life. So those who are pro-life, in favor of the suffering imposing system, are just helpless and bigoted. There's no point from you anytime you're appearing here.
So you guys got a plan for the survivors. It's not about letting anybody survive. It's about extincting everybody to eliminate every source of suffering, life for everybody. It's not about like we're terrorists and want to kill anybody and have someone survive. No. It's not bigoted to want to live, right? Your survival instinct tells it to do it, right? But it's still irrational, and life takes it away from you, and you're forcing others to wanting to live, and then death is gonna take it away from them in a horrible way most of the times.
So 10 viewers, what do you think? That forceful total extinction of all life being the only right thing to do, it's the ultimate fact. And how do you relate to that? Are you going to work with us, join our pro-extinction movement, or try to oppose us?
How about we just clean the trash? What do you mean? And fix our healthcare system that won't help innocent wild animals. Your healthcare doesn't help them at all. James, hi.
What's up?
I don't think we can end all suffering peacefully. You have been on this live stream for 2 minutes and you're just assuming some stuff without thinking about it, right? And even if it wouldn't be peacefully, of course it would be better if it's peaceful, but even if it wouldn't be peacefully, do you think life is peaceful? Is natural death peaceful of wild animals starving to death or being eaten alive? That's not peaceful. Peaceful is the outcome of zero suffering. That's peaceful for everybody. And the ends justify the means, right?
No other result than total extinction can ensure peace. What is the better place? Tell us.
The better place is the non-existence, where nobody has to experience anything.
We are just doing it. What are you doing?
If someone lives a peaceful life and you take it away, there's no justifying it. You take it away, right? You are deciding for life, and life inevitably concludes suffering and death. You are deciding for this. You're making everybody suffer and you're making everybody die for infinity, basically. And we are for eternal peace and we're fighting for it. Developing a social justice movement.
Yeah.
It's not infinite, it's short-lived. Well, they're gonna reproduce and force others into the same hell just to die again.
It's the infinite cycle of being forced to survival.
Yeah.
Hello, alien, hey, babe. So, if you are here to support us, let us know if you can invite someone else that would be also willing to join the discussion.
Life is an experience. There's no reason to take it away if there's nothing in the end. Well, life is an experience, but it's an extremely bad experience for most of us. For animals suffering in the wild, right? It's not a good experience. We should end this. We should prevent this experience when there's nobody. Nobody needs this experience. Nobody's asking for it, right? And then they're getting forced into a life of hell and they suffer and they die. What's the point of it? Why don't we speak German? Because they're not able to speak German and English reaches more people.
Tell us your formula. So what are you working for then? Why should we want to be forced into the meaningless cycle of working to solve suffering? We are not in favor of prolonging that. But we are actually going to fight for it, dedicate our whole lives into working to achieve the total extinction that's peace.
So what do you think about terrorism? It's horrible. Terrorism only happens as long as there's life. We're against terrorism, against violence. It won't help. It will just increase suffering, destabilize our society. We need a healthy human society because we are the only known intelligent species that can cause extinction of all sentient life. Anyone request a discussion? I'm just gonna invite everybody. Let's see who comes up.
Otherwise, we're going to end this live stream in maybe 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it does take humans, though, which ends the suffering, so why not support it? Well, one human is gonna die, when resources get free, an animal will suffer instead, or other humans will reproduce and they take the resources, right? So what's the point of it? It causes suffering, it doesn't even reduce the population of sentient life.
Because the pro-life system allows the Nazi system, because, you know, no matter where you are, life is forcing everyone to suffer.
There's no Nazis in non-existence. That's what the goal is.
Yeah.
No fascism, no Nazism. Why do you still live then? Well, what a stupid question. If you don't live, who's gonna help the victims of forced existence? You morons that want to continue it for eternity, that want to continue child rape for eternity, will definitely not help anybody.
We're going to implement the necessary policies in the future by developing the pro-extinction support, and from many fields we need activists, be it politics,
Science, technology, physics, biology, astronomy.
Yeah, there are countless needs that are necessary to intelligently ensure total peace, total safety.
Is there pro-extinction in Africa or Asia? Of course there is. I mean, international, rapidly growing movement fighting to end all suffering.
There's,
So many trolls on here.
yeah, I don't know if we should even interact with them. So, if you have any relevant question, we're still here yet. We're all physically determined. We're not able to choose anything. There was something about, why can't you just choose existence or not, since it's a subjective experience and selfish to take it away? It's not possible to choose existence. We're all forced into this, forced into survival, forced into being at risk of extreme suffering and dying. So there's no other outcome than working towards achieving total peace by total extinction. By any means necessary, putting everyone to sleep can ensure safety.
Do you think if only one ethnic group lives on the earth, the suffering will end? What do you mean? Everyone suffers. It doesn't matter what species or ethnicity they are. You can exit if you want. So you want to force people with depression, you want to force innocent wild animals to just exit. That's not even possible. So you want them to have a life of pure hell, a life of depression, and then they have to take away it just because you forced them into this and experience the suffering. What do you mean? Okay, a new request. Hello.
Niggers, 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 Josh, niggers.
No arguments.
Are you pro-suicide? No. We're not pro-suicide. Everybody that is able to help the victims of forced existence has the moral obligation to do so. You shouldn't take yourself out, you should take everybody out, right? If we kill ourselves, suffering will continue. It's egoistic to kill ourselves.
Still, the ultimate fact that forcing total extinction on all life is the thing that can solve all suffering stands. And our movement is working to achieve this realistically.
James, you don't clowns. This person has recruited James to the movement. He's not the only one doing activism for extinction. Which life would you start with? Well, animals, of course. Euthanize animals to decrease the suffering.
Hello, Moose.
Forceful total extinction of all life. Do you actually believe
you
that?
read it. Come again?
It's not about what we believe, it's based on facts.
Well,
What
if
is
it's
your argument
forceful,
against it?
why haven't you guys, I don't know, shut up a school or like a public place or something?
Well, this ain't gonna end suffering, it causes suffering, it causes terror, life will still be there.
Well,
What
not
do
if
you
you
mean?
put a bullet in them. They will die instantly, there's no suffering. But dude, what the fuck do you mean with total extinction? Like how?
Yeah, outcome by no more suffering. It's the
Yeah,
only
but how
outcome
are we
that is
gonna
worth
make
fighting
everything
for.
go extinct painlessly?
Euthanasia for everybody, right? We have many different methods. It's about figuring out by scientific method what's the best one, and for that we do activism to recruit many different people to gather more brains on this.
Firstly, it has to be
it's
the
only
most effective
humans,
possible.
Or is it all animals as
No.
well?
It's
All
all
life.
sentient life in the
Have you
cosmos, as
even-
vast and as far as possible.
You know how
Have you ever-
impossible that is to wipe out all life in a humane way?
Tell us.
Like,
Okay. I guess you haven't come here to be prepared to really change anything for the better.
It's not about people running around killing animals. That's not effective, that's not responsible. We have to find better methods about ending all life, about ending all suffering.
We're working to end all suffering. It's the only thing that matters. Nothing else really makes sense.
Animals don't suffer, what do you mean? You just ignore that they starve, that they have a painful death, that they have stress, fear, parasites, harsh weather conditions. You cannot just ignore this. Or deny this even.
Yeah, Elon Musk is one of the bigoted, privileged, helpless people.
Yeah, I would agree with yeah, we should keep guests longer on and maybe mute them if they are talking bullshit, but still talk to them maybe.
What would you respond to the previous guest more? What do you think? What have we missed out on? What should we improve on more in terms of explaining ourselves?
Yeah, I guess explain why forceful total extinction, answer their questions and stuff.
How are you planning to do that? Yeah, that's a good question. We are planning firstly by gathering enough intelligence that is going to ensure the outcome of total peace by any means necessary through the scientific methods. So we need enough humanity that is going to ensure that in the long term we have all the time in the world, because suffering is going to exist as long as every life does.
You keep on repeating the same arguments. Well, extinctionism is pretty simple. Suffering is bad, suffering is inevitable, no life, no suffering, we have to achieve this by any means necessary. You don't need 100 arguments for a simple point, right? One argument is enough if you can't disprove us.
They say we promise to take care of it after you are gone.
For sure. I'm just gonna trust you and kill ourselves and everything will be fine, right? You will enter child rape, you will create the non-existence for everybody.
Yeah,
universe,
without
everybody.
proving it to us first, of course. Yeah, forceful total extinction for every life is the only thing that can prevent the greater suffering as far as practically possible in the cosmos. Can you debate us? Can you join our movement and work with us to achieve the outcome of total peace? That was not a yes or no question. What can you do? That's the real thing that you should be asking yourself. And share the progress. Develop to abolish suffering realistically. We did start with ourselves. What do you mean? Yeah, that's what we expected.
11223 person. Are you pro extinction? You said we should end our life, we should euthanize our life. That doesn't help anybody. You should do activism. It is your moral obligation to fight against extreme suffering when you acknowledge the fact that it exists. Look on our website and do some activism for the victims of forced existence.
Yes, Sal, you are number one in the comments contribution. But it's such a shame you're not providing any real proof for solving suffering, no real activism that can help anyone. Okay.
Great.
The irrelevant voids, comments, questions. We're not going to be here forever, but you can check out our further resources, comments down below under the Proextinction Universal YouTube video it's going to be on. Let us know anything that's not a spam.
And you guys are on TikTok Live. Yeah, we're doing activism, recruiting people. Nobody needs morons like you, but after this live stream and after our activism, people will join the movement and they will do activism to abolish all suffering. And that's what it's all for. To grow the movement, to actually achieve total extinction of all sentient life, to end all suffering.
Sal is saying, but the system won't let me. Of course, you're also disabled from helping us. We have observed that you're biologically determined to be helpless or a bigot.
Yeah, 600 followers really moving the world. It's not about... Even if it would be one person in the world fighting for extinction, it would still be right? Every social justice movement started with one person fighting for it.
What the fuck?
Lucas is a vegan, and I explained Lucas' veganism, and he agrees on it, and he's on our Discord and wants to do activism, and he requested a discussion with me in German. Lucas, we can do it on Discord, we can do it also tonight
now,
in my live
if you
stream.
have any points maybe
He's not
about
good at
progress.
English,
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to communicate more and plan together to develop further the progress.
Activism is what counts.
We're going to plan some more seminars, some long-term podcast kind of video, where we're going to possibly meet up with many activists from our Abolish Suffering Discord about mainstream content creation. Are you interested in that? Let us know. What are your roles also? You can check some of those suggestions on Discord too.
Do you believe in determinism? It's not about what we believe in. Determinism is a proven fact, right? We're determined to our actions. Action, reaction. That's the basic point of life.
It's obvious. Sorry.
We are determined to end all suffering, and you're determined to be an evil piece of shit and stupid moron that wants to perpetuate suffering for no reason at all. Just because you're sadists, you're egoists, we can't do anything about it. That's why it's not about convincing, it's about gathering people to force change. Okay, I'm gonna ban this too, or mute them at least.
Too much spam.
Yeah.
Distracting. So, if you have any questions or relevant things to debate, even, is there anything to debate about forceful total extinction that we can cause to end suffering? Yeah, there is no. Oh no, you're saying no good and evil generally? We're not sheep. What are you saying? Of course, suffering is the only bad thing in the world. It's the evil thing. And ending all suffering is the good thing. So total extinction is good.
Raping is evil, stopping raping is good. It's as simple as that. Basic realities of our existence. How long is an application to the Discord held for? I have 2 and I want to join with my other. Luke, do you know that?
What do you mean?
I don't get it also.
Didn't get the question. You can join the Discord. It's linked on
you
our
don't have to
Proextinction.com.
respond fast enough. I think they're just kept there for a long time, basically. So this German was saying he wants to talk to us later. Yeah, I'm gonna be live in 30 minutes, actually. In German, we can talk. The sun is so annoying.
Oh yeah, this is better.
Yeah. Alien Babe, where's your activism? That's what counts. Where's your content creation? How can you contribute to ending all suffering?
You can check out our organizing progress, development on the Abolish Suffering Discord, roles, channels. So also linked public profiles on the social media accounts, what's it called, on the Proextinction.com site.
Good and evil was made up by the elites for sheep. Then prove that child rape is good. Prove that suffering is good. Prove that starvation is good, right?
Yeah, because you're fighting against total extinction, it seems. And what's your point even about something so unrealistic, like saying that nature of all suffering is something created by people? It's just deluded.
It's neither good or nor evil. It's just the design of our existence. Just because if humans are there or not, 1 + 1 is still 2. There is no human that has to say 1 + 1 is 2 in order to 1 + 1 being 2. Just because 80% of human population is fierce doesn't make God exist. Just because everybody said Hitler is good and slavery is good doesn't make it good, right? It's about what's provable. It's about what's ethical, what prevents the most suffering, and not about what some people are saying or if they are humans to comprehend it. Imagine a planet, there are still only foxes and rabbits, and they kill each other, and the cycle continues. They starve, they kill each other. It's still bad, even without a moral agent to comprehend it. If a tree falls, does it suffer? No, because the trees are not sentient. What the fuck?
Yeah, what kind of question is that? Thanks for liking this live stream. If you have someone who can debate us or ask any relevant questions, to like, and maybe we'll be here for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah. What do you mean they stopped talking to us? I don't know in what delusions you're living in, but plants have never talked to us. Just some philosophical bullshit. He makes him feel good, but it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Just word playing. I have crippling anxiety, but I do need to join activism. Yes, I believe the movement is the most important thing. Yeah, it's not about anxiety. You can do it anonymously. You don't even have to show your face or your voice.
Yeah,
you can help with many stuff.
Yeah, check out our needed roles that are linked, like suggested and listed on Discord. After you join, let us know how we can help together, working, progressing.
You can help with content creation, you can help with editing, you can help with improving the website, you can help with data, you can help with organizing live streams. There's many stuff to do, right? Without having your anxiety. And even street activism could be something for you. You don't have to even talk at street activism. You can film at street activism. Maybe you will feel comfortable to talk, and then it will be better. It will improve, your skills will improve, and then, yeah, it's the only thing that matters, doing activism for the victims of forced existence. What else are you going to do with your life? The plants will rule again, yeah. hail plants.
Yeah, as long as it's in a dead zone environment, long live the plants. It's not a matter of morality, as this AI is summarizing. It's just plain facts and ethical thing. The only good thing to do is to provide safety for everybody by any means necessary, and it's only possible by scientific total extinction.
We are plant people. Exactly, you have figured it all out. We're made of plants.
Yeah, we are starting from our own actions, from our own agency, because we're responsible. You're not really someone who can understand that and cheers us on, thanks, but we need activists who are responsible, who are going to take the most actions that are in their capabilities, doing the most reach possible to recruit more activists who are going to improve us even more, so that in the end the scientific method is going to ensure safety for all. Total extinction is going to be implemented.
Why is suffering bad? Because it's experienced bad by the victims. It's such a coping question. What do you mean suffering is not bad, right? Child rape is bad because the child doesn't want to be raped. Starvation is bad because they will suffer from starving.
Why? Why are you saying that ending all suffering is impossible by our realistic methods?
I mean, it might be some kind of metaphor or joke to make us take environmentalism seriously. We're against any kind of environmentalism, against wildlife conservation, right? Wildlife suffering, that is what matters, not the environment that doesn't feel, that doesn't get raped, that doesn't starve. Circular answer, what do you mean? Suffering is bad because its experience is bad. What else should we say? Right. Child rape is bad because it causes pain and the pain is unpleasant.
Still, forceful total extinction of all life is the thing we should be working towards. You can join our movement, progress with us, or try to prove what we should be working towards instead.
Alright, so we will end this live stream. I guess there are not more people coming up. Check out our resources at Linktr.ee, Proextinction. Just Google it or go onto our website. There are all the resources. Do activism, that's what matters. Yeah, if you are capable of doing that, it's your moral obligation. Join activism against forced existence.
To end all suffering from natural disasters inevitable as long as life exists.
Alright.